So before we get into tonight's game, let's go back to the 12th of August 2023. Villa away at St James's Park. Our first away day of the season, we made a weekend of it. We were absolutely buzzing. Tyrone Ming's season-ending injury and Villa shipping 5 goals to lose 5-1. An absolute disaster.
It's a disgrace. Losing 5-1 on the opening day. You can't do that.
And what made it worse was this mug was wearing a blatantly obvious Villa shirt back through the city centre of Newcastle right after the game, being laughed at by about 50,000 Geordies. Idiot. So as a result, I'm hoping there's going to be a bit of a fire in the belly of this Villa team to get some revenge. And anyway, last time Newcastle came to Villa Park, we absolutely destroyed them. So I guess something similar and a bit of revenge would be nice tonight at Villa Park. And talking of Villa Park, it's been 31 days since we last played at home. What's that about? I'm buzzing to be back, and hopefully we can continue that incredible form we've got at home that we've had for nearly a year now. Under the lights, back in Premier League action, up the Villa.
It's a bit of a weird rivalry, isn't it, Villa-Newcastle? I can't quite put my finger on what might have started it.
Forgotten what it's like to use my season ticket, it's been that long. Anyway, here's one to get a bit of conversation going in the comments. The transfer window, what do we reckon? So, closes on Thursday night, so we've still got a bit of time. Incomings, Morgan Rogers. Outgoings, Jacob Ramsey being linked with a move away this week, by the way. What do you reckon on that? I can't see it happening. Do Villa need to raise funds at some point? Probably yes. Do I see it being Ramsey in this window? Absolutely not. And that is why getting Champions League this season is so crucial. You know what football's about these days. We need to get it. Anyway, just before we get ourselves to the train station and get to Villa Park, a bit of admin, please do leave a like on the video. That'll be massively appreciated. If we can get close to 2,000 likes, that'll be amazing. And please subscribe as well. I'm trying to get close to that 60,000 mark, so if you haven't already subscribed, which will be a lot of you watching right now, please do subscribe to the channel. That'll mean a lot. And one last shout from me before we go. You might be able to see just about that I'm wearing a bit of Luke gear tonight, Luke 1977. If you do fancy grabbing some gear yourself, please do go over there and use the code MAX20, which gets you a massive 20% off. That is only on full price items though, so if you see any full price gear over at Luke that you fancy, use my code MAX20 for a massive 20% off. Anyway, enough waffle, enough ramble from me, let's get into town. Right then, we are back. Villa Park is looking absolutely stunning. It's been a month since we've been here. Feels way too long. Good to be back. And what a massive game as well. Newcastle team news has just come out pretty much as expected. Obviously, long late starts. I think Bailey still on the bench is an interesting one. Diaby gets the nod again. He has to have a good game at some point. I'd love it if he grabbed a goal or even an assist today. Score prediction though, I'm going to go with a 1-0. I think it's going to be tight. I'd love to replicate what we did last year and blast them, but I'm going to go 1-0 and it's going to be Watkins. He hasn't scored in a few games. 1-0, Watkins. Robin, what do we reckon today, son? You've taken over Jamie Brown's season ticket. Are your score predictions that good? What are you saying, son?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about this one. This is my favourite fixture last season.
Yes.
It'd be brave to go quite as comfortable as last season. So I think 2-0, one early from Watkins, then a late one from Zaniolo.
Oh, Zaniolo, that'd be lovely. Win tonight, 3 points, bash. Right then, Indiana, score prediction, mate.
3-0 to Aston Villa.
3-0, well, you've got a shout out, haven't you, mate?
Shout out to capital X, capital D, I-N-D-I-A-N-A, capital Z on YouTube.
Subscribe to the boy.
Thank you.
Here we go, the latest light show on the Villa Untold channel. Every club does it.
It's not as popular as the Sheffield United.
No, it seems like a lot of people have not bothered. To attack, and he goes by the name of Massacre. Yeah, it's like we're playing in Europe, mate, with all this. Byron's. Come on, Villa boys.
My old man said be a citizen, and I said, wake up the king, save the
Newcastle have had a couple of chances here. We look a bit panicky at the back at times. Hey, this game's opening up now. Chances either end.
Fabian Schär. About 3 seconds before the goal, a pair of us questioned who was picking who up and whatever.
Zonal, ain't it? Zonal, it ain't worked. It's Fabian Schär that nods it in, or stabs it in.
Jesus Christ.
From a bloody corner again. How lucky can you get though? It comes off long low, the bar, and they're first to react.
Oh man.
My word, that has been terrible. Probably the worst halves of football under Unai Emery. We look an absolute shadow of the Villa side that we've seen this season. We don't look like we've got any creativity going forward. We look nervous within ourselves. There's no patterns of play at all. We're seriously missing Pau Torres, obviously defensively, as he's seen with the goals. Just going forward as well, there's just absolutely nothing. Diaby is one of them really in his shell. You can tell he's low on confidence. I know Watkins, to be fair to him, is doing his absolute best. He's holding it up, he's laying it off. He's just not coming off for anybody. John McGinn again, probably one of the better players. He's not really saying a lot. The goals are an absolute joke, an absolute joke. 2 corners in the space of what, 2 or 3 minutes. The first one drops in a really poor area. How it's allowed to do that, I don't know. The second one reminds me a little bit of the Tottenham goal when it came off Diego Carlos, the deflection. Obviously it comes off long lay, hits the bar, and guess who's first to react? We just look in our shells, and we know we've been going through this sort of semi-blip. I get that, but we've been picking up results. Tonight, it's so much worse. Nothing's coming off, and I think the bloke behind us was saying it's half-time substitutes territory. Bring on Bailey now. It's pointless waiting for the 70th minute mark, the 75th minute mark. Get Bailey on now. We're firing balls onto Dan Burn's head over and over again. It's bizarre. Get Bailey on now. Ramsey's on the bench as well. Something's got to change. Does not look good. Come on then, Villa.
Joking. You are fucking joking me. Oh my goodness me.
Is that cash down here? I swear we literally win it back. Nothing's changed in the second half by the looks of it. We literally won the ball back. That's the confusing thing. We won the ball back, and then it's something sloppy, and they go up the end with pace. Something we haven't had all day. Triple change for Villa, Zaniolo, Bailey and Ramsey coming on. Come on, lads.
Come on! Get in there! Come on! It's a great goal! It's a great goal! I don't know who played that ball over the top, but it was class. Like I said, Bailey changed the game. Come on, Villa!
So good, Leon Bailey. So good.
Go on, Al!
Flags up. It's a great goal again, by the way. He looked offside. He did initially look offside, but we've seen it before. It's gone to VAR.
What finish, by the way. Come on!
It must have been close. Why haven't we shown this all game? Where's this Villa come from? I'll tell you where. Leon Bailey. 9 minutes added on. 9 minutes. Our first man corner, it's time to go. 11 months without home loss, and just weren't good enough tonight. Absolutely shocking. Until 70 minutes we showed nothing. Fair play, Leon Bailey changed the game. Nice to see Watkins get a goal. Those are the only 2 positives. Apart from that, we've been mugged off. Seen a few people say that result was coming, and you can sort of see why. Like, we've had this blip, haven't we? But we've still managed to sort of limp through it and pick up results, pick up points. We've managed to do that. Tonight it was coming, and it was awful. Newcastle were better in absolutely every department. Their press was absolutely fantastic. We struggled to get out. The amount of times we panicked at the back for some reason. We really wanted to go long, which was really bizarre considering Newcastle are one of the tallest sides in the Premier League. The amount of times we floated the ball onto Dan Burn's head was infuriating. infuriating. Martinez went long, time after time. Obviously, it wasn't going to come off. Everything that I said at half-time, I echo that again. The amount of times that Newcastle played the ball over the top was infuriating. Time after time, defensively, we looked so nervous. We looked like an absolute shadow of ourselves, and it is concerning. I think Sheffield United on Saturday is a massive game. It's going to be totally different to this Newcastle one. Away from home, they're going to sit deep. We already know the issues they can cause to Villa. We've seen it already this season. Just to pick out a couple of individuals, Leon Bailey, when he came on, was absolutely superb. Changed the game and did everything he could. He was outrageously good, really showing Diaby what he could be. Diaby, don't want to pick him out because there was a lot of terrible performances tonight, but Diaby, again, it's been going on for a long time now. Really worrying one. Moreno struggled as well, but overall across the park, we were just not good enough tonight. McGinn did what he could, doing a captain's performance. He did what he could. Not good enough. And like I said, that Sheffield United game on Saturday looks absolutely massive now. Results tonight, obviously Arsenal winning, Tottenham yet to play, Man City yet to play. It's not looking great. We need to get our asses in gear. Anyway, the next time I see you will be on Saturday for our trip to Bramall Lane. Always enjoying a away day in Sheffield, so that should be a decent one. Fingers crossed we see a reaction from tonight. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like I said earlier as well, please subscribe and leave a like on the video, and I shall see you on Saturday. Up the Villa.